You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Wow. It's a new era.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, not just internet. Everyone.
This
is going to increase our listens.
Hello, everyone. I don't know. Yeah. Hello, internet. Hello, internet. Hello, everyone. Hello. I don't know. Yes. Aliens.
That's everyone.
Yeah, that's everyone.
I mean, you say everyone.
Everything.
It's everyone.
Hello, everything.
Are you sure we want to say everyone? What about the devils? The demons?
Yeah. Even them. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know how you stood on that. I didn't know if you were okay with devils and demons listening.
It's a podcast for the devil. That's what I've always said, though.
But when you are trying to get into heaven and St. Peter is like, what was all that about you like saying hi to devils and demons? That's in the Bible. You're not allowed to do that. I don't know if you knew that or not.
But did it get you to listen?
Did it get me to listen?
Did it get you to listen to St. Peter? Listen to St. Peter to TADPOG?
Oh, you're talking to St. Peter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. He listens to every podcast, though, so don't, get a big head about it. St. Peter's like, yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts.
And he's just up there at that gate, just waiting there. Like, not a lot of people get to heaven, so he's bored most of the time.
That'd be a pretty sweet job.
Everybody's going to hell, so he's just like, shit, all right, so I'll play some podcasts.
that's
all of them.
That's a sweet gig, man. It's like, well, what do you get to do all day? Listen to podcasts and judge people.
I read this book of life with how many times you've masturbated in it. You know, all the facts about all of you people, and then listen to podcasts.
Man, mine, I'm not even going to get there.
How'd you get that gig? I was hung from an upside down cross. So, you know.
Oh, okay.
All right, I can do that.
All right. Doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, that's a strict job requirement right there. So speaking of St. Peter, you're probably going to die soon.
Yeah.
You're sick as hell. I'm afraid to touch anything that you've touched. I'm afraid to touch you, which has been a real problem.
Oh.
Yeah. You tried handing me a binder, my old D&D binder earlier, and I was like, just set it on the table. I'll get it next week.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, when you sent me a message saying, for the record, I don't feel very well, I was like, oh, what's going on? Low grade fever. It's like, fuck. Chills. It's like, fuck. I haven't had my flu shot. So,
okay.
Nervous boy. I'm an anti-vaxxer. I don't know if you knew that about me.
I went to the doctor. I do not have the flu or strep.
All right. Oh, good. That's good. What do you have?
They're just like, it's probably something viral. Just wait it out. I was like, well, great. Because I can't go see Jack.
That sucks.
So, yep.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That sucks. I'll go see him for you.
But I got, okay, that'll work. Melissa would appreciate the company.
Yeah.
But I got daddy's medicine jug right here.
Yeah, you getting Baja blasted?
Got daddy's medicine of orange Fanta and LIT stuff. There we go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
It's not doing anything.
I'm straight edge. Straight edge tonight.
I know, so straight edge.
Yeah. Not Baja blasted at all.
You got that caffeine though.
Yeah, that is true.
You're Mormon blasted.
Well, I don't think you do know that the Monster Energy drink. I am drinking a Monster Energy drink, and you do know that it's the symbol of the beast is on there.
That's true. I'm sure it would be a terrible seller, but to see how dedicated people are, I wish there was a caffeine-free Monster.
And it just tastes like Lipton's iced tea.
Yeah.
Tyler and I are the Lipton iced tea boys. That's a deep cut. That's so deep that only Tyler and I know what's
exclusive
going
to just
on.
the two of us in a car over the weekend.
We drove a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
You drove a lot this weekend.
Yep.
I just kind of got Baja blasted in the car while you did it. But I didn't take a nap, so how about that?
No, we did. We played quiz games together.
I know, we did.
Yeah.
It was it really reminded me of old times a little bit, except that we were all much more tired than we used to be.
Yep. It's like you can't just get up and drive and get somewhere at 5 a.m. after driving all night and feel good like you used to.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Like when I used to at 8 o'clock at night be like, yeah, let's drive to Florida.
Yeah.
And then just do that.
Yeah. Welcome to your 30s. I'm almost in my 40s, man. I just had a birthday. I got one more birthday in my 30s, and then it is pretty much I'm done. So we need to like get this podcast done before
we
I
gotta
turn
finish
40.
it up. Gotta get to La Mulana.
My doctor said that I am not allowed to live past 39.
Yeah.
I signed a contract and everything.
Signed a contract. You're my soul weird doctor.
Yeah, weird doctor. Very, very weird doctor. But there was a degree on his wall.
Well, other than today, in the middle of the night, I woke up with the chills. Like I stood up and had the chills. I was like, "Fuck, that's my adult." That's how I know it's my adult signal flare. Sickness is coming. As a kid, it was I told the story a very long time ago about my dream about having very small hands.
Oh yeah,
or no, very large hands,
picking up like grains
having to
of wheat.
eat having to eat a pill of wheat. Like scared me so bad. I had that dream right before I got sick. I don't know when the last time I had that dream was, but it's been a while.
When you were a cowboy kid.
That's you're probably true. Probably in the house I'm living in now as cowboy kid.
That's probably why you're sick right now.
Yeah, it's true. Just opening up my eyes and just lacing my hands just to feel like, okay, they're not big. They're not really big. They're not really big.
I don't know why, but that really creeped me out when he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just like imagining how scared you were that your hands might be big.
Yeah. Because they felt like, until I could actually clasp them, like they just felt enormous.
But you'd have like Hulk hands. You'd be pretty
It
good
felt like Hulk hands. They felt like I had cock knocker hands.
Yeah, you'd be pretty good at punching, knocking cocks.
I can do that. Don't do that just fine now.
Prove it.
All right, let's get you sick.
Never mind. Don't prove it. I'll stay at my end of our long Beauty and the Beast style
That's
table
true.
that we podcast on.
It is comically long. It is like we're a divorced, like an old rich couple on the verge of divorce.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the shoe fits.
Well, let's get rich first, then we'll get divorced.
Okay, right. Step 1, get rich. Step 2,
let's get rich
divorce.
enough that we have the first podcast version of Behind the Music. It'll be great.
Oh, that has to exist already.
Oh, but then otherwise, I found a new fun little bullshit mobile game I've been into.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you cheating on your go-to?
Oh, I still I have guild obligations, alliance obligations rather. So I make sure that's all filled, but I do eventually run out of energy in every category in there. So I was on Reddit and saw a screenshot of this game, thought like the art style was interesting, and somebody posted, "Yeah, it's a fun little game called
Try Not to Come."
Try Not to Come. Close. Called Good Pizza, Great Pizza.
Okay, all right.
And it's just interesting. It's a fun little art style game where you just make pizza.
Okay. Then you're graded on the pizza?
Yep.
Like Gordon Ramsay, like it's a Gordon Ramsay sponsored game?
Because you have to, you open up your own pizza shop. The competition across the street is very like brutish Jimmy Pesto. And he talks shit about you.
Hate that guy.
You live in like this pizza town where everyone eats pizza 24 hours a day. And people will come
What country's it in?
Probably Pizzatopia.
Fuck yeah. All right, sign me up. It's like The Giver, but with pizza.
Exactly. Exactly. You be the receiver of ingredients. The people come in and you try to get their order right the first time. That they'll just come in. The guy was like,
That seems like a good thing to try to do.
"Moo, give me one of those. Well done."
It's a cow?
And capital's MOO. So I was like, I don't know what that means. So I'd hit the what button to question them, and it makes their patience go down. The more patience.
Don't ask me questions. I require one pizza.
Let me give you something incredibly obtuse. So it's mushrooms, onions, olives.
That sounds like a bad. Well, I don't know.
Not my thing.
I like onions. I like olives. I like mushrooms, man, but they got to be like paired up with something else that's not onions and olives.
I fucking love mushrooms. I love olives, onions, but olives are the thing. I'm just like, but I've never had really good olives. It's just shitty black or green olives from a can. Like I haven't had like
Those aren't shitty.
good high quality olives. Casey's telling me, he's like, no man, you gotta go to like an olive bar, like a fresh good olive bar.
You got to go to like an Olive Garden. Your family there, ask for the good olives. They will bring it to you.
And when they look at you, say, "I'm family. It's all right."
I'm family.
It's all right.
It's me, Tyler.
Oh,
Oh,
Tyler's son.
Tyler's son. It's a little different Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
There have to be Olive Gardens in Japan, right? If so,
I hope so.
If we get our Patreon to $4,000, we'll go to Olive Garden in Japan. We'll fly there.
We will fly there to go to the fucking
fly back. We won't stop for any kind of like love hotel or anything.
No, and we're not going to tell Ashley Shake until right after we've left.
Hey, man,
see,
sweet Olive Gardens you got here. Goodbye.
See if his rage could bring another tsunami to Japan.
I do know there's Red Lobster there, which is a Darden restaurant.
Yeah.
So there's
Surely
got
there's an
to
Olive
be
Garden.
an Olive Garden
Yeah.
there.
But stuff like that, you can say what it makes their patience go down. The higher their patience is when you finish their pizza, the more of a tip you'll get. And, you have to make sure, and they'll make sure you have the right amount of the ingredients, it's cut the right way, it's baked the right way, and you buy little upgrades to the restaurant. Like, this is the game I'm not going to be in it for the long haul, like Empires and Puzzles, but this is a fun game for a few months. I'll play it until I, unlock everything and be like, all right, that was fun.
Bugging you to buy shit? I almost said stuff. I forgot where I was.
No, I haven't. I've seen, you have to go look if you want to spend money. Like,
Interesting.
It's not like, try this,
Yeah, that's a mini
premium
game I'll
content.
skip.
Yeah. They do have a lot of built-in ads that are voluntary. Like, do you want some bonus money? Here's an ad. Do you want your pizza oven to run faster? You can watch an ad. You want more tips in the night, kind of pay off your rent?
Then wear a low-cut shirt.
Do like everybody else does.
All right.
So it's fun. It's a fun little game.
What's it called again?
Good pizza, great pizza.
Good pizza, great pizza. That sounds like the whole sex analog for pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no such thing as bad pizza, which there definitely is a such thing as bad pizza.
Yeah.
And I think the argument could be made that there's also such thing as bad sex. So what I'm trying to say is I don't think that metaphor really works.
No. I know Melissa's been frustrated. She's up in Louisville. She's in the room with Jack taking care of Jack, so she can't really leave for any long period of time. So any food, unless she goes to the cafeteria, any food has to be brought to her.
That does suck.
And the delivery fees for everything in Louisville are outrageous.
Through Uber Eats and stuff like that?
There's that, and even she just felt like pizza, so she wanted a Papa John's.
Yeah.
Eat Papa John's is small, getting a small pizza delivered is like $16.
And he delivered it himself.
He delivered himself. He's not allowed in anymore. He's trying to sneak into cars, delivering people pizza for Goodwill.
Is he a small man?
I hope so.
He strikes me as a small man, just from
Probably.
TV and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never met the Papa in real life.
That's why they replaced him with Shaq.
They replaced him with Shaq?
Shaq owns a lot of Papa John's restaurants.
Does he really?
Yep. I think he's on their board even.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to see those two men together.
I want to go to a Papa Shaq's.
Yeah. All right. I'm down.
So then she's like, okay, well, I'm just going to walk to the cafeteria. It was late at night. They had some pizza out. She bought a pizza, got back to the room, and it was the absolute worst pizza she'd ever had in her life. So I'm so sorry. It's fine. Just order the $16 pizza. It's okay.
Yeah, man, you gotta get those specials. You gotta watch those specials.
Yeah, that's true. And then that's the thing, and our local stores, they'll have local specials not included on the website. And I always order on the website because fuck talking to people if you don't have to.
Yeah, dude. Always order online. Always, constantly.
Yep.
Also, sign up for their newsletters. They like Marco's Pizza will bug the shit out of you, but every now and then you'll get an email. And it's like, man, I am hungry. All right. This is a good deal. Your marketing was successful.
Very well, Marco's Pizza.
Well played.
What have you been up to?
Just playing Super Battleship pretty much is my life now.
Okay.
Yeah, just decided it's a pretty good game. I like this okay. I'm just going to dedicate my life to it. There's no speedrun time on speedrun.com yet, so pretty much low hanging fruit,
Yeah.
I'm going to go for that.
That should be the record that you get. You'll be the speedrunner who holds the most records, but just because I'll play the shitty games that no one else wants to do.
Yeah, and they're not good times either. They're just Guinness World Book holder for the most speedrun times submitted.
Is a terrible speedrunner.
Yeah, absolutely. I am the worst speedrunner. I don't even really try. Sometimes I take a sandwich break mid-game.
You can hear me masturbating in the back because then I just got to crank one out. Have a sandwich.
Me masturbating or you? I like to think that you're at my house.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm playing.
Hey, you want to pause that? We'll just jerk it for a second.
That sounds like a good idea. Actually, yeah.
Don't be rude, make me jerk alone. I'm the guest. Now we jerk off.
I mean, he is the guest. He's got a point, Nikki.
We had salt and bread when I came in the door. I have guest rights.
So that's pretty much it. Other than like going to Atlanta and like, it's been a lot of travel for me.
Yeah.
Been a lot of travel for me. It's been a lot of travel for you too.
Yep.
So
yes. Yeah. Saturday, I just felt pretty bad all day. Did some laundry and that was it.
yeah. Yeah. So the whole Atlanta thing, the whole like game show thing, we're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
Nope. We signed NDAs now, so we're not talking about shit.
So, yep, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
We went to Atlanta.
We'll let you know when we can.
Which might be never.
Yeah. Yeah.
So years down the road, you'll be like, hey, whatever happened with that Atlanta thing? You'll be like, can't talk about it.
We'd owe somebody a lot of money if we talked about it. All right.
You're Tyler. I'm Dave.
Yeah.
We're two old games. We play old. We're two old games.
We're two old games. You're not wrong.
I'm sorry. We're two old games, and together we play old men. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a catfishing podcast.
I want man, that should be that's our next show.
Yeah. Tyler and Dave game old men.
No. Tell Mortimer that you're a pretty young Asian girl. Tell him.
I'm sorry, man, but like I don't know how old you think that we are, but there are no more men alive named Mortimer. They died 10 years ago.
Damn. All right. Well, I gotta have one. I gotta have another kid.
They're all like Gregory.
I gotta bring Mortimer
back. Resurrect Mortimer. How about Simon?
All right.
Simon. You don't meet many Simons here in the U.S.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like that's a more British name, right? Mm-hmm. Although it's Simon Says here, and over there it's Jack Says.
Is it really?
Yep.
Interesting. Is it because no matter where the game is being sold, they want it to sound exotic? I almost said erotic.
Yeah.
Erotic Simon Says. Put it in your mouth. I didn't say Simon Says.
And then what? And like, there's another country that in Norway or something. It's like O'Grady Says or something.
O'Grady
something
says?
like that. Yeah.
Beef O'Brady says?
I don't remember the Beef O'Brady Says.
Beef O'Brady says, don't eat here.
It was the Today I Learned, like I read 2 days ago on Reddit.
Did you source the material?
No.
Sounds fishy. Sounds suspect.
Yeah. I just go on the internet, just believe whatever. It's fine.
That is nice to do sometimes. Yeah. You want to talk about Super Battleship?
Yeah, let's do it.
We are two old guys who play old games sometimes on this podcast. Our Dark Lord, the Randomizer, has bestowed upon us.
I'm sorry. I'm all out of sorts and forgot all that shit. Said everybody, didn't talk about our Dark Lord.
It's okay.
Any of that shit.
It's all right. You're sick, boy. I'm straight edge tonight. It's okay. I'm not even a little Baja blasted.
Okay.
No, that's okay. We got this.
I'll get really fucked up then.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, man. You got all you can call in tomorrow and be like, oh, this fever. But in reality, you're still drunk.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about Super Battleship.
Super Battleship.
Thank you, Randomizer, for giving us this game. All hail the Randomizer.
All hail the Randomizer. So you hear that, Dave?
I do hear that. Someone is blowing the horn, the walls of Jericho. Which, of course, ushers in a segment.
See if I can blow in that train whistle from here.
Please don't blow in my train whistle right now. O'Grady says, do not blow into my train whistle right now. Of course I hear that, which ushers in a segment that we like to call, or I like to call, let's be honest, Dave reads from Wikipedia. Time to turn the page from Champions World-Class Soccer and switch it over to Super Battleship. I am super professional and super prepared. Okay, guys, Super Battleship is a naval, like a belly button thing, belly button game. It's a naval simulator video game.
It's a Barry Burton.
It's a very Barry Burton game. It's a naval simulator video game released for the Genesis and Super NES in 1993. The game is strictly single player and is primarily a strategy game with some real-time elements. It is based on the Battleship board game by the Milton Bradley Company. Now, you can't...
Half of it is.
You can't meh that because the board game is straight up in the Super Nintendo game.
There are some different rules in the Super Nintendo game than the actual board game.
Okay, let me know what that is because I did not play the Milton Bradley Battleship game properly ever, I don't think. Like, I played it before, but no one ever read any rules. We just set our boats up on the side, and then we just took turns reading off coordinates until someone's ship was all blown up. All the ships are gone.
Yep.
Is that not how you play it?
That's how I played it. Because you set up the board, figure out who's going first.
You and the other child.
You and the other child, or adult, or
whomever.
dog, whatever.
Yeah. If you're the son of Sam, play a battleship with the dog.
That's how he got his coordinates of where to strike. Here's where your victims are.
Remember the time Son of Sam sunk a battleship? Weird.
Once you set your ships up, then you call coordinates off one at a time. Like, all right, E5, miss, and the other person, D2, hit.
Yeah.
You know, but the battleship game on the NES, you take 3 turns at a time.
You call out 3 coordinates at a time.
Yep.
But you're correct. But here's my question. Are you 100% positive that is not rules as written?
I'm 90% positive.
You're 90% positive?
I'm 90% because everyone I've ever played Battleship with, and I've played a lot of Battleship.
Yeah.
No one has ever played like that.
Yeah,
and of course,
me neither. But
and you had blue pegs and red pegs.
Yes.
So you could mark this was a miss spot, this was a hit spot.
Yes.
So you don't have that luxury. You might not remember where you hit before, and you hit the same spot again, and it just lets you.
In what?
Battleship.
In Battleship, the board game?
And the Super Nintendo one.
No, they give X's. If you miss, there's an X on your grid.
Oh, well, then I messed up then.
If you hit, there's like an explosion mark. But yeah, if you miss, it totally tracks where you've missed. Just like in the board game version. That's why here's my theory. I didn't look up the board game rules, but my theory is because I have played Monopoly so many times. I know I'm talking about Monopoly now, but I'll come back around, circle the wagons. I played Monopoly incorrectly so many times, and it is because I did not bother to read the rules until I was like in my teens. And when I read the rules, I was like, oh, everyone in the world has been playing this game incorrectly, like since the dawn of this game. So I would put money down. I feel like it would be a safe bet to be like, you probably are supposed to read off 3 coordinates at a time.
Okay.
But maybe not. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, why would they not get the game right?
I guess it makes it a lot. I can see when playing the board game in front of each other, 3 moves at a time is a pretty huge advantage.
You think so? How so?
Well, because then you can pick one if you hit, and then you can pick one in one large region, one in the other large region, and you know exactly where to go for the next one.
You have to give them out 3 all at the same time, though, right? Because it's like if you give 3 coordinates, it's not like you give
get the
one.
Chance. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You give 3 in one shot. Yeah, you don't give one and then check it, and then the second one and then check it, and then the third one. You just give 3 blanket ones. So it doesn't really give you an advantage unless you already have a really good idea of like where their battleship is.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You looking up the rules? We're gonna get to the bottom of this live. Is there a battleship rules PDF?
Yes.
All right.
We are both wrong.
Okay, and the game is probably also wrong.
Because you call out 5 guesses.
5 guesses.
That seems ridiculous. But
according to who?
After you've called out all 5 shots, a salvo, your opponent announces which ones were hits and which ones were misses.
Interesting. Yep, I don't know. Everyone got it wrong. Yep. You, me, the
Everyone.
game.
Yeah. We're all wrong.
We are all wrong. I guess the moral of the story is it really doesn't matter how you play Battleship.
It doesn't matter how you do anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's always wrong.
Yeah.
Everything sucks.
Yeah.
That didn't happen,
Right.
and everybody was wrong.
So the way that I like to play Battleship is I like to have 64 guesses, and then you have 64 guesses.
That's pretty good. And you always go first.
Yeah, I mean, we flip for it. Heads, I go first. Tails, you go last. So that is a mode.
We use our Edgar and Sabin quarter that you always provide.
Yes. Man, nice. I love that. I haven't played Final Fantasy VI in a minute, and I've been kind of itching to play it, but I won't because there's so many games that I really want to play that I haven't played yet.
There are more games right now I want to play than there have been in quite some time.
Yeah. Like Luigi's Mansion 3.
Nope, not one of them.
No, that's not one of them.
Nope. Borderlands 3, Link's Awakening, and Outer Worlds.
You've already played Link's Awakening.
Not the new one for Switch.
How can you get better than the Game Boy?
Still gotta try it. Gotta try it, bro. Gotta try it.
I understand.
But Bovine Bear is gonna mail that to me, so
nice.
yeah.
So that's just one. That is like That's the classic Battleship mode in this game. So like there are two modes. There's classic, which is that. It's the board game. It's strictly single player. You play against the computer always and forever. That alone would have been enough for me at like age 7.
Okay.
Because I was an only child. I loved playing board games. I had a lot of board games, but I rarely had anybody to play with. So like that alone, like any board game that had like a solitaire mode or any kind of computer game that had like a solitaire mode, like that's my jam. I know that I can do that. I can wake up on a Saturday morning and I know that I can play classic mode on Super Battleship. Second mode is Super Battleship mode. And that is
Shining Force mode.
That is, that's the Shining Force strategy mode. Where everything is so you go into Super Battleship mode and there are 3 missions that you can complete. And then once you complete those missions, it unlocks more missions. And then once you complete those missions, it unlocks more missions. So there's 8 missions total. And each of those missions, there are different objectives, but they all work with the same mechanics. Like one objective might be destroy the enemy fleet within 15 turns. Another objective might be escort a merchant ship, get it safely to harbor in 15 turns. So there are different objectives, but the rules are all the same, and you just command a fleet of ships. You don't get to choose the ships; they give them to you, and then
you don't know what country you're fighting for.
It doesn't matter.
1984, you're fighting the war against Eurasia.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You've always been fighting the war.
I mean, there is no story to this game. There is no story to this game, and I do not think that is a problem. I enjoyed this game. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get out there and say that I enjoyed this game probably the most. Like, I was pleased. I've enjoyed this game probably the most since Family Feud. Like the randomizer, when I was playing this, I was like, okay, the randomizer did pretty good by us. Like, this is like way better than Pack in Time. This is way better than the Terminator. Like, this game is...
That's true.
This game is not great. Yep. And I also don't know that it is good, but it is absolutely serviceable.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, it's kind of weird because it's like...
This game, like our show, is
serviceable AF. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, maybe it might just be because I'm playing all these bad games for the Super Nintendo. Like when one of these comes around, it's like, okay, I can play this for 3 hours.
Not hot garbage. Not hot garbage.
I thought, I was like, I could finish this game. Like, I'm kind of interested to finish the game. I know there's not going to be any like payoff. Like at the end, they're like, oh, let us tell you a story about why you're doing all this. But I mean, it's straight up like, I don't know. It's just, it reminded me of like an MS-DOS game. And I have an affection for those because I played those a lot as a kid.
That I 100% see.
But anyway, the Super Battleship mode is essentially a mode where you are given ships and then you are given an objective and then you complete that objective with the ships. You move them around in like an overhead view like you would in a lot of different strategy games like Shining Force. And all the different ships have different ranges on their guns and they have different weapons. And if you attack another ship, you target it with a reticule and it'll give you a percentage. Like you'll hover over the ship and it'll say you have a 53% chance to hit the ship. If you fire and it hits, the game kind of switches from this overhead view, this strategy mode, into this action-based, okay, you are the ship and you're looking out from the guns and you are
first-person gunnery.
Yes, first-person gunnery, exactly. And you are firing at a ship that is far away. And it's cool because it's like on the overhead map, if you are attacking the ship nearby, the ship will be closer to you in first-person mode. And if it's far away, like it'll be super far away. So it's in this action mode, it's much easier to hit the ship if you are closer. I don't know. I thought it was...
And it's moving.
Yeah, and it's moving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, until you destroy the engines, which is like another thing that I think is cool about this game is like it's not just straight up deal as much damage as possible to sink the ship. Like my strategy was always, okay, they're firing at me as well, so target their guns first. You can destroy their guns and then target the engine so you can stop them and then you can just wail on them all day because they can't move, they can't shoot. Bless you. I'm sorry I'm making you do this podcast while you're sick.
Oh, that's okay. Whew. I got static in my nose.
Static in your nose from blowing
staticky. Yeah.
You do not look well. You actually look way worse than you did when we started.
The snot factory is new.
Yeah.
But can you also blow up their rudder?
Yeah, your rudder can be destroyed. Their rudder can be destroyed. Like, your ship is susceptible to the same kind of damage as theirs.
I found destroying their rudder was a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I never tried. Like, it was always, I guess, just on accident.
Because it's just right on the end there.
On the end.
Like, and you have to, because as it's moving, so of course you have to aim just enough ahead that it moves in whenever you're firing. Hitting the engine usually wasn't too hard because that's just the big middle part.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and the guns aren't too bad either because you can see where they're firing from because they're giant fireballs as they're shooting. I thought this was kind of a weird little mini game, but I also thought it was kind of enjoyable.
It's charming.
I mean, it's not like, it's nice that it's kind of active. It's not one of those where it's just like, okay, you're attacking and then, math happens in the background while you, I don't know, just sit there. It's, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Shining Force. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Gemfire, but just a lot simpler.
Very, very simple, which I guess makes sense for Battleship,
Yeah. It's like you would think that this game would be for children, but I honestly think that this is a dad game.
Okay.
Like, I probably would have enjoyed it as a kid, but I mean, maybe other kids wouldn't have.
Kid mode and dad mode.
Yeah, kid mode and dad mode. There's also like no music in this game, which sucks.
There's Revolutionary War fanfare.
Yeah, when you achieve an objective, you do get like a Revolutionary War polka
Peter and the Wolf
remix of "Here We Come a Wassailing." Like that's what you get. So there's that, which sucks. The music's awful.
It's weird that it's just you moving in silence.
It's silent, and it's like
it's so you don't hear the screams.
Yeah. Well, it's like there are sound effects in the game. There are no screams, fortunately or unfortunately.
Sadly, there are no screams of the dying.
But I mean, it is straight up like, I mean, there's no music. It's very quiet. I streamed it, and it was incredibly awkward because normally there's music playing behind me, and I don't feel like I need to talk every fucking second of a stream like it did. Because it's just quiet.
I was in that stream for a minute.
Yeah, I saw you.
Until pervert Ron decided to be all pervert. I was like, fuck. I can't make any innuendo because pervert Ron gonna pervert. Because I was cleaning my room and my phone was plugged in on one side of the room. I was in the room on the other, and I heard you go, "Oh, you think Tyler's cute?" So I was like,
"No, I said Tyler is adorable."
Yeah, Tyler's adorable. So I was like, "Who the fuck said that?" So I walk over there. It's pervert Ron.
But you are adorable.
Unless you look like David Boreanaz. No, man, pass.
I do not look like David Boreanaz.
You look closer than pervert Ron.
You don't know that.
unless those are fake pictures. Unless pervert Ron is actually David
Boreanaz.
He just knows that I can't. He's trying to see my heart before he reveals that he's actually David Boreanaz.
Man, that would be wild. That would be wild. You could be his bones.
Damn right. Or his Buffy.
Yeah, or his bones.
He could fucking me lose his soul.
Does that happen in Buffy?
Yeah, that's why they can't actually be together.
Because
that is Angel. Okay, so Angel becomes a vampire. Played by David Boreanaz. Becomes a vampire.
David Aurora Borealis.
Becomes a vampire. Angelus. Awful, horrible vampire. Like
most vampires.
Legendarily terrible.
Wait, like overnight, he's legendary.
Over years and years and years. Yeah.
So does this like happen in the future? Like how does time pass?
He's like, is he 200 years old or whatever? And as he
is one of our founding fathers. Has anyone done that? Has anyone done that vampire story where it's like, ooh, the founding father we never heard of, Vlad. What's the signature in invisible ink? Oh my God.
Vlad the Impaler.
This country is based on vampire morals?
Makes sense.
Jesus.
Makes sense. And then at one point, awful evil angel kills a gypsy.
Okay.
And
we don't call him that anymore.
And the gypsy's family decide to basically curse him.
Of course.
Give him his soul back. So suddenly, faced with all the centuries of evil he's done, suddenly he has his humanity back.
And he has to deal with all the.
He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know he doesn't know how to feed because he doesn't want to hurt people anymore.
Oh, so he is still a vampire.
He's
like
still
he
a
still has to
vampire.
do all the things that a vampire does
Right,
to
but he
stay.
has his soul and his humanity back.
But like, wouldn't you just? I think I would just give up because I would be like, oh man, I am evil as shit. I guess I'll just die.
I guess evil gonna evil. I mean, he does just kind of he feeds on like street rats for a long time, just kind of going through the motions until like he finds Buffy.
The vampire slayer.
Right. And then falls in love with her. She falls in love with him. But I mean, every gypsy curse, I guess, has to find a way to break it. So his curse is broken.
It's the gypsy way.
It is gypsy way. His curse is broken if he's ever has sex with his true love.
Okay.
So he and Buffy have sex, and you see like he rushes outside afterward. And
I had sex.
Count it. And you see him like gasping, and his soul basically leaves him,
Well,
and all the evil comes rushing back in.
That's how sex works.
And then Buffy,
That is how sex works. Your soul leaves you, and then you deal with it for a little bit, and then it comes back.
comes back. And then it's basically him torturing Buffy for a while until she sends him to hell. She has to fight him, and she opens a portal to hell to kick him into it.
Because of the sex?
Because he's evil again.
Okay, he's evil again because his soul. The curse is broken. I understand.
Curse
now.
is broken, and his soul leaves.
Why
And he
couldn't
becomes
it
the evil vampire again, but with all of Good Angel's memories and everything he's done. So then he turns back, and he's just an awful piece of shit to Buffy, and he kills all sorts of people again. And so
No more street rats.
no more street rats. She's about to kill. They work on trying to re-soul him again, but apparently it's incredibly difficult. It was a very complicated gypsy spell.
I don't know how to do it. I would think it'd be very difficult.
Yeah. And then, I mean, as she's kicking him into hell, her friends finish the spell. So he gets his humanity back and falls in the portal to hell.
So then, is that where his show starts, Angel?
It starts the season after that.
Oh, wow.
Like he does eventually. She reopens the portal and he comes back, but of course, time in hell flows differently. So he's been there.
We all know that.
Yeah, so he's been there for like hundreds of years being tortured, and of course he has his humanity back, so he feels every evil aspect of it. But then the season after that, after he deals with all that, then he gets his own show, which is one of my favorite shows ever. I like Buffy, but I love Angel.
Man, things really came a long way since the one season I watched.
Yep. Yep.
Where they just hang out in the library a lot.
I mean, they do that throughout the whole show.
Yeah, I've seen the first season, and it was kind of like, I don't get why people love this so much.
First season is not a great season.
I was like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's also like, okay.
2 and 3 really pick up. 3 is probably my favorite season of the show.
Okay. I don't even know if it's streaming anymore.
I hope so. But I talked to the girls about watching it.
Yeah.
Because Melissa's interested in watching it now.
Yeah.
After we watched the new Sabrina, I was like, if you guys like that, we should probably watch Buffy. I think you guys would enjoy Buffy if you enjoyed that.
All right.
Okay, but Battleship. Angel Break.
We're pretty much done talking about Battleship, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Do you have any achievements?
I mean, I do have more things I could say about it, but
Sam, baby.
it's just how the game works. That's all.
I'm probably pretty frustrating with all the nose blowing and
No, it's cool. I'm just looking
all the germs flying out of me in your direction.
I'm just looking at notes trying to mute you so I don't have to do
Sorry.
a lot of editing after the fact because I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah. No, hey, I'm sick, but I'm not going to have you not have an episode, so deal with it.
There is something interesting about the game, and that is when you select one of your ships, the info for that ship is displayed, including a very shitty portrait of the captain.
Yeah.
When I started playing this game on Twitch,
It looks like old-timey photographs of cartoons.
yeah, right. Yeah, it does. It's kind of like if like UN Squadron was Western and really bad. That's kind of. It's like this person doesn't have any personality, but he does have a mustache.
Well, for some people, that is most of their personality.
That is true.
My beard is 90% of my personality.
That's not true. That's not true. No offense to mustache people, but mustache people and beard people are completely different people.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true.
Just the way that it is.
Me and my dad, very different people.
Very different. When I started playing this game on Twitch, someone asked me very early on, "Is this an NES game?" And And I can't fault them for that.
It easily could have been.
It's a very bad looking game. There is like no music in the game. There are limited sounds. It's pretty much a very bare bones strategy game.
It is as if someone took a board game and made it into a video game.
It is. I think their reasoning was, well, is there music in the board game? Is there? No, there's no music in the board. Why would we play music? We were being authentic to the source material.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
I mean, look, man, if we made a Jurassic Park game.
I'm a battle purist.
We made a Jurassic Park game and didn't put raptors in it, people would get all fucking crazy about it. So, yeah, there's no music in Battleship, the board game.
I mean, that's true.
Is there a Hungry Hungry Hippos board game? Video game?
There's a board game.
I thought that was just a video game.
You know, I see that hippos are often very hungry. Has anybody turned that concept into a board game?
They should try. What's the best family board game? This is a question that Master Mold Mike asked me, and I was like, dude, we gotta talk about that on the show.
I don't think it's Monopoly. Family
game. So like get all
more than 2 players.
Why? I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm just wondering.
I think if it's something that you can buy at Kmart in 1996, it's a family board game.
Okay.
So we're talking like Connect 4. We're talking like Trouble. We're talking about Candyland, God forbid.
Jenga.
Jenga? You're a Jenga man?
Jenga has 2 people, 1 person practicing, a whole family taking turns. Like, everybody can play it.
You're a Jenga boy.
There's no, like, really, like, learning any rules, explaining anything.
You're Jenga Unchained.
I think it's Jenga. Yeah.
Not Hungry Hungry Hippos.
No.
I always wanted that one. It would have been a lonely experience.
I feel like my aunt had it, but we rarely played it because it just hitting that knob as fast as you can just does get old after a few times.
It's Mario Party, the board game.
Yeah.
Which was weird because Mario Party simulates a board game. Maybe they got the idea from Hungry Hungry Hippos. Nintendo was sitting up there in their ivory tower like, these hippo people.
We have conquered the world. What else is left?
Board games. Why did they not get into board games? I guess because they were doing very well making video games.
Yeah.
Trouble was my game. Pop-O-Matic Bubble. Yeah, not really by choice, but we had it.
Yeah.
And my mom liked it. So I pretty much always had a Trouble opponent.
But I don't think I've ever really played it. I played Sorry.
Yeah, it's different. It's a little different than Sorry because Trouble has the Pop-O-Matic Bubble in the middle. It's got that bubble. You depress it, and then it pops, and then there's a single die in there that it rolls. It's fun.
Not Mousetrap?
Mousetrap.
I've never played a legit game of Mousetrap.
No one knows how to play Mousetrap. I mean, Mousetrap's like Monopoly. No one really plays it the right way. You just set up the trap, and then
see if you can get it to all work.
And then it doesn't. And then you try it again, and it doesn't. We got it to work one time when I was a kid, and then I think we boxed it up because it was like, well,
there's nothing left to do.
We beat Mousetrap.
That chapter of our lives is over. Throw this in the garbage.
Yeah, might as well. What was Don't Wake Daddy?
Yeah, I played a lot of Don't Wake Daddy.
And wasn't there one with a dragon? Like Don't Wake the Dragon or something like that? Do you remember that?
I guess for kids who don't have fathers, there was still
right. Yeah, but they do have dragons. Daddy left years ago to get cigarettes and never returned, but our dragon is still here.
Don't Break the Ice, I played a lot of.
Don't Break the Ice.
Ants in the Pants.
Ants in the Pants. Yeah, Ants in the Pants. I don't really know how to play Ants in the Pants. What, Hi-Ho Cherry-O?
Yep.
That was my jam in kindergarten.
Pretty Pretty Princess. My cousin and I played a lot of Pretty Pretty Princess.
Wow, I forgot about that. Is that the one where you roll the dice and then it tells you what clothes to put on?
Yep.
It's like reverse sex dice.
Great for families.
Yeah. Nibble earlobe. Crossfire.
Brendan and I played something similar to Crossfire a whole lot when we were little.
What was it called?
Well, I had like the Power Rangers version. So you had the Power Ranger morphing thing, and then it would flip open, and you would take one of the Crossfire spinning whatever with whatever Power Ranger on it, twist it up, and then throw it in the circle to hit each other.
That sounds fun.
It was for a while. I mean, but it also encouraged you like, oh, see these come off. You could wear them like buttons.
Ah, there you go. Game over.
Those fuckers were so big My mom was so pissed because I would wear like giant holes in my clothes.
Because you were wearing them like
Because I'd
buttons?
wear, yeah. And they were so hard to get on because they were so freaking
Because
big.
they were not designed to be pins.
No, it wasn't. And this, why they fucking marketed it like that, I have no idea.
Oh, they straight up marketed like that?
I remember, yeah, like somebody, like if they were wearing them, they took them off their shirt and put them on and spin them in the board or whatever.
Well, that's because the Power Rangers wear them on there.
Yeah.
I think you were bringing a little bit to that.
But I had the Green Ranger one, so I was happy.
So wait, did the board game not come with every Power Ranger?
I think you had to buy like little expansion packs of like 4 or 5 random
Holy
characters.
shit, power creep.
Yeah. So Power Rangers in their human and ranger forms, and the enemies and the villains. And
Bless you. Bless you.
ooh,
Yeah,
man,
I know. I feel bad for you.
I've been pretty okay all day, just worn down until like now my allergies are out or whatever.
No, I
whatever's
don't-
going
Yeah,
on.
I don't think these are allergies. I think this is just straight up, you are ill. My logic was, let's go ahead and record this before you're really sick tomorrow. And I think that logic might be correct because you are visibly getting iller by the second.
Yeah, fine, Dave.
You look horrible.
No, just come over. We gotta end the show. Come over and kiss me.
You look horrible.
We gotta make-
No, man,
make
we got at
kisses.
least another hour. Let's talk about more board games. What about that one with the fishing game where they spin around and they open and close their mouths?
Oh shit,
And
man!
it never worked, right?
Man, you pulled that. My aunt had that too. You pulled that out of my memory.
I had that one
Shit.
too because it was like, I can play this alone. It's my jam.
Oh man, what else? Clue.
Risk?
We never played Clue. Risk. I've never played a game of Risk.
We should play Risk.
Okay.
Let's do it when you're better.
Oh man.
Which board game had the best commercial? Crossfire had the best theme.
I mean, there is that Tadpog. Guess who?
Yeah, that is probably the best one, but
Guess
there's no
who had the
commercial
best?
for that.
Guess who
Oh,
had the best commercial?
We've talked about this
Although it is a very
time ago.
tricksy commercial. Yeah.
Because I was fooled by their marketing, much like you were fooled by the wearing the Power Rangers. And I thought I was really disappointed when the characters on the game board for Guess Who did not speak.
Yep.
That was a
I
real
think they
big
eventually
disappointment.
made that version.
Did they really?
I think so.
I like that.
I think everybody was very disappointed when they opened it up. They didn't talk.
Yeah, man. Great commercial. Mm-hmm. And a decent board game. But
decent board
man,
game.
I wish they talked. that would have made the world a difference. I'm trying to think of any other board game commercials. Crossfire sticks out in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what was the one where?
You said Candyland.
Yeah, Candyland. I don't remember a commercial for Candyland, but I definitely remember playing Candyland as a kid. Shoots and Ladders. Also, don't remember
Chutes
a
and
commercial for
Ladders.
that. There was one. I swear there was one where it's like, what was the one with the Mr. Bucket? I remember the Mr. Bucket commercial. That one used to drive me crazy.
Mr. Bucket, the one like the elephant who shot the butterflies you had to catch.
No, I don't remember that one.
Elephant or some shit.
I remember the one with what was the crocodile dentist? Was that one?
Crocodile
was that
dentist, and you pull his teeth
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
and it was like
Russian roulette
yeah,
for kids.
because one tooth that it would
It'll bite, yeah. That you got the bullet. I wonder what that boardroom meeting was like. Hey, we gotta make Russian roulette today, but for kids. Crocodile? Okay. All right, crocodile. What do kids like? Well, they like guns. Can we just make it a gun? A little too dark.
What's like a gun but like an animal? Oh, crocodile, nature's gun.
Is he holding a gun? I want the adult version of Crocodile Dentist, but not the dangerous version. It's just a crocodile holding a revolver. It's essentially you playing Russian roulette with a crocodile. That's how it works. Difficult to market.
Pretty difficult.
But if you win, you look pretty manly.
You survive. Well, that was a good number of board games we named.
Yeah, I feel like that is the sufficient number of board games have been named. All right, so you are about to die, so let's end this podcast.
Oh, we keep working on it.
Nope. Let's go ahead and end this podcast because you are. I mean, I would rather not witness your death.
We Witness me.
No, I'm sorry. No.
Take me to the gates of Valhalla. Witness me.
No, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Not like this. If we die in battle or nothing.
How about do you want to take some calls so I don't have to talk a whole lot? We can listen, and I can just be like, yeah.
I mean, we could
Saban.
We could do that, but let's end the real
we
show
would take
first.
some calls, and I can only say 5 words in response.
Do you have any achievements for this game, Super Battleship, Tyler?
No.
I have 3 that came in from Twitch chat. Here they are.
Mm-hmm.
First achievement, gonna need a bigger boat. Of course, I selected that one. In order to unlock gonna need a bigger boat, you're awarded this achievement for successfully losing your largest boat first. That comes in from Time Lord Josh. Fun fact, we'll get to that next achievement. I have a fun fact for next achievement. Next achievement, oops, I did it again. In order to unlock oops, I did it again, sink your own battleship and then have a meltdown like you're Brittany and shave your head in frustration. That achievement came in for Lord Mike of Purdue. You can destroy your own ships in this game. I did it. The big battleships, they have a huge range. They can fire mortar shells from very far away. But the problem is they have low visibility. They have regular visibility. So there is radar in this game, and your radar will shimmer where it notices a ship. That could be if you don't remember where all of your ships are, that could be one of your ships. It could be an enemy ship. So I definitely blew up one of my own ships. And when one of your ships...
Because there weren't things like radio back then.
No. I mean, when does this take place?
That's true. Or in the future when we've gotten rid of radio.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, this might be far, far, far in the future where it's like the civilization then just uncovered these battleships.
Yeah, let's get in. Let's go.
Was that the plot to the movie Battleship? I haven't seen it. Have you?
Oh, shit. I don't know. I haven't. I forgot it was a movie.
Yeah, I maybe should have watched that for this episode, but I did not want to watch that movie because that is a very bad trailer. And it was not received well. Who would have thought it? Jumanji. Jumanji was a kind of a board. That was a board game after the movie, right?
After the fact, yeah.
You mean there wasn't a mystical board game that they based the movie on?
It's bullshit. Hey, there might have been. We don't know.
You can also ram your ships into other ships, including your ships. You can run them aground. If anything on your ship is damaged, you can go into the fleet management menu. The menu system in this game is I believe the kids call it whack. It's whack.
Wiggity.
It is, and a little bit of wiggity in there too. Yeah, because it's like
these ships just yeeting all over the place.
Yeah, they are yeeting. You can't stop a battleship from yeeting all over an island. But there is like if your engines are damaged, you can go into your fleet management menu and have the crew repair it. And over time, they will repair the engine. And as it gets better repaired, it gains more functionality. So I think that's cool too, but it's kind of undercut by the fact that you pretty much have to complete everything in like 15 rounds or 20 rounds. So it's like it takes them a while to repair the ship parts. So you kind of have to like prioritize what you're gonna fix. You need guns and you need engines. That's a good priority.
How do you get back more ammo? Can you?
You can get back more ammo if you pull a ship into harbor. You can get ammo that way. And if you, I think if you destroy one of the like silos on the main ground, you can get ammo back that way. I didn't know that when I was playing the game. I found that out after the fact because I did run into situations where it's like your ammo is not unlimited. Like it will run out. And it did run out. And like I got to a point in one mission where it's like, I'm all out of ammo. Guess we're just going to ram our ships into their ships. But I didn't make it because they shot me. They shot me down before I could.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah. Oh, well. It's the thought that counts. And I have a third achievement. This comes in from Laud Dennis, and that is Torpedo Triggered. In order to unlock Torpedo Triggered, use the torpedoes without having an anxiety attack. There is not just mortar shells. You also have torpedoes where you have like sets of 5, and you change what weapon you're using with like the X button, and the torpedoes fire excruciatingly slow. Like they'll go in the water, and then you'll just wait for like 20 seconds, and then they'll miss the boat. I mean, that was my experience with him. You also have cruise missiles that you can launch from some of the ships, where it goes into like this mode 7 effect where it's like the camera is following the missile and you're supposed to like guide the missile to the target. Impossible. It's impossible. No human has ever done it. I doubt TASBot could do it if it tried. It's just something they put in the game that is completely you might as well not have it. They call them noob traps. Definitely noob trap. And then there are depth charges, which I think Bovine Bear Matt said in the stream that when he was younger, he thought they were called death charges. And I said, that's what everyone thought they were called. Because I absolutely remember being a kid and calling them death charges. And then one kid was like, death charges? Like, you mean depth charges? I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't speak Naval Academy.
It's also, I heard somebody say slow swimmers.
Slow swimmers.
Your torpedoes hit a target who just dispensed a depth charge. Slow swimmers.
Yeah, I think that was Master Mold Mike who had slow slimmers. Oh man, I keep saying slow slimmers. It's like the weight loss program that no one wants to be on. Diet and exercise. Slow slimmers.
Slow slimmers.
No, man, I think I'd just rather just throw up.
What's the tagline to that? Harsh reality. Oh.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
How much do you think this game is before you wither away and die?
$5.69.
Tyler, actual retail value of Super Battleship loose on average, according to pricecharting.com, at the time of this recording is $2.30. And it is 100% worth it. $2.30?
Pretty good.
Come on. That's totally worth it. It's pretty rare that I would say that about a game, but that is a good price. That is a good value for a Milton Bradley product, Tyler.
For a solitaire version of Battleship? All right.
There. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah. You can't build a robot to play Battleship with you for $2.
Yeah, you can't.
You could try. You want to guess how much it is new on average?
$20.
$18.26. Buy now. Buy now. You'll probably hate it, but you'll be like, well, I didn't pay much for it. Or you might be like, damn it, I could have bought a McDouble. Or 2 McDoubles, perhaps. I have some questions for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
Probably 10 of them.
Hell yeah. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. It's going to go on for at least 3 hours.
That's fine. I can do it.
We got a quiz that came in from our very own Ross Rachel Green. And as soon as I can open that quiz, we will take it.
It's coming all the way from England. It takes a while.
Yeah, it does. It's got to go, that Louis C.K. thing. It's got to go to space.
I did get an email from Louis C.K.
I got an email from him too. Yeah. I loved his email, like the very first thing in very large letters and bold font is, if you would like to stop receiving emails from me, click here. And then it's like the whole actual real message.
While that's opening, so
it's still taking a while.
Artsy AJ and her friends, they needed to do a podcast over here for some extra credit. So I hooked up my laptop and hooked up the 4 mics, let them record like a 5-minute podcast for their group project. Totally neglecting that I had found and put up some fan art on the inside.
Yeah.
So I had the rendition that Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins made of us as dicks with beards and glasses.
Yes.
So that was up whenever all 4 of the 13-year-old girls came and sat down, and one of them just slowly pointed up at the wall.
And then you were like, you pointed at her and you're like, I know something about you.
How do you know what that is? Yeah,
stop hanging out with my daughter.
And Artsy AJ looked up and then went, Tyler, oh my God. It's like, yep, there we go. Put that over here.
When I saw that up there last week, I remember thinking to myself, I wonder how long that's going to stay up. And It has gone now.
Yep. It's over there in the cabinet.
It almost made it a full week.
Almost.
All right, the quiz from England loaded. Are you ready to pull this quiz from the stone?
Let's do it.
And become king?
King of the Isle of Man.
The title of this quiz is actually not boat related. Ross says, I tried to make this boat related. I really did. But it turns out games tend not to be that boat centric, unless you count Wind Waker or Super Battleship. So here instead, I would like to posit Jaws. Jaws is very boat-based. So here instead is another random quiz of games you have played between 200 and 300. I liked you stressing over episode numbers last week, so I'm going to include them as well. So we got to try to guess the game and the TADPOG episode
That
number.
thing we struck out on completely.
Yeah. It's actually a very nice mechanic. Oh God. You have consumption.
Okay. Yeah.
First question. Don't worry, I'm going to draw it out as long as possible.
Love it. Hey, I'm in no hurry. I mean, I have to go to the dollar store after this, but I'm in no hurry.
What do you got to get at the dollar store?
The kids need stuff for their field trips tomorrow.
Where are they going?
Got to pack lunches. I don't know. Who do I look like, Melissa? I don't know.
All right, first question.
I just signed the fucking form.
Hey, look, man. Look, I get it.
I trust they're not going to kill you. There we go.
I get it. I found out that Henry went to the library and it was like, did we say that was okay? And Nikki was like, we did. All right, okay, good. As long as one of us knew that he was at the library. First question. This is probably one of the stranger games released on the PlayStation and is really little more than randomly generated environments to wander through. That is LSD Dream Emulator. What episode number was it? 420. It wasn't, because this is between 200 and 300.
320. I have no idea.
Well, 320 is after 300. So you want to do 220?
Oh, yeah, 220.
220. Locking it in. 201 LSD Dream Emulator.
All right, let's dial it back then.
All right. We're starting at 201. Let's keep that in mind. Next question. A tediously slow N64 game, the namesake of which recently passed away.
All of them.
That is Kirby 64, but I can't remember if that's the actual name of the game or not.
Kirby the Crystal Shards?
Yeah, Kirby the Crystal Shards. I think that's right. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards?
Crystal Shards, I think so.
What episode number do you think it was?
205.
205. All right, locking it in. It is, in fact, 208. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. Man, we got that one together through teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Third question. This canceled game sees you rescuing a band. We covered a canceled game?
The California Raisins?
Yeah. That didn't come out, did it?
No.
All right. Excellent. Yeah, California Raisins. What episode number do you think it was?
216.
216. Locking it in. It is 215, the California Raisins, the Grape Escape. Grape Escape, another board game commercial I remember.
Remember what us not knowing what the California Raisins and like judge robes and barrister wigs?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
What the fuck is this in the beginning?
The Supreme Court Justices. Next question. This game is a reskin of the Japanese game Masked Ninja Hanamaru and featured a mascot.
Masked Ninja Hanamaru.
Masked Ninja Hanamaru and featured a mascot. Avoid the Noid? No way, right?
Yeah, let's go
Is he
with it.
is he in Japan? Was the Noid known as Masked Ninja Hanamaru?
Well, it's a reskin. So the original game was that, and then they reskinned it and made it Avoid the Noid.
I feel like this was
Yo-Noid.
Yo-Noid. You're right.
Yo-Noid.
Yeah. Avoid the Noid was just the
That's
thing.
the
you said.
tagline
Right,
that made
right.
that guy go insane.
Yeah.
Like Ed Noid.
Yeah. When's your Call of Cthulhu game about Ed Noid?
Ed Noid. That's my everyone is John, but everyone is Ed Noid.
So Yo-Noid?
Yo-Noid sounds pretty good.
What episode number you think? The last one was 215, so it's probably going to be after that.
218.
218, Yo-Noid, locking it in. It is, in fact, 221, Yo-Noid.
All right.
We got the part that matters. Next question. This game caused injuries that prompted the publisher to offer protective equipment.
This game caused injuries.
That prompted the publisher to offer protective equipment. That is Mario Party.
Oh, all right.
That
Nice.
has to be Mario
All
Party.
right. I was like, Bayou Billy, we haven't even covered that.
What episode number do you think it is?
226.
226, Mario Party, locking it in. It is 222, Mario Party. We got the part that matters. Next question. This game featured an incredibly slow opening title that crawled painfully across the screen. This could be any of the Super Star Wars games.
Yep.
It might have been
The one where you're
the Star Wars game for N64, since we're talking about N64 games. We're in that realm.
Yep.
Which was Shadows of the Empire.
Shadows of the Empire.
Let's go with that.
All right.
What number do you think it was?
228.
228, Shadows of the Empire, locking it in. Oh, 228, Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire, locking it in. No, it is 224, Perfect Dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That game I did not like at all.
Yeah, it's been perfectly darkened from my memory.
Yep. Now I remember struggling through that weird ass elevator. Yeah, no, man.
You know, when people are like, hey, man, that game you loved from your childhood, does it hold up? And you're like, it's kind of hard to tell because I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Perfect Dark, I don't have that nostalgia for it and can say it absolutely does not hold up.
Yep.
Super Battleship, I'm going on the record. Super Battleship, better game than Perfect Dark. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
Next question. This kart racing sequel is probably one of the better games on the N64, featuring a roster of friends and foes.
That's got to be
Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart 64 because it's a sequel.
No,
So
it's
Diddy
not Diddy Kong Racing.
Racing's OG. So
Right. So Mario Kart 64, what episode number do you think it was?
230.
230, locking it in. 238, Mario Kart 64. Next question. This game, based on an animated film, is said to be one of the worst games ever made and features a cast of unruly children. That is absolutely Bebe's kids.
Bebe's kids.
We don't die, we multiply.
multiply.
What episode number do you think it was?
239.
239, Bebe's kids. I'm locking it in. It was 265. Huge jump.
Huge jump.
Bebe's kids. Next question. This game is a medical education game that is as weird as it sounds. That is Captain Novolin. What episode number do you think it was?
What was the last one?
265.
269.
260. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. The 69, so nice you did it twice.
Yeah.
269, Captain Novolin. Locking it in. It is 275, Captain Novolin. Last question. This game was too manly for an instruction manual.
Oh, that is Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Shake just messaged me like, have you guys done Home Improvement? Yeah, we have.
Yes. When did we do it? What episode number do you think it was?
300.
300. All right, locking it in. 300, Home Improvement. It is 288, Home Improvement, Power Tool Pursuit. A very bad game.
One of the worst games.
One of the worst games for sure. Way worse than Bebe's Kids. Right in there with Cool World. Actually, I think I'd rather play Cool World than Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Home Improvement is honestly, man, I don't know if it is the worst Super Nintendo game because I think I might rather play it than No, I think I'd rather play the Terminator. The Terminator's really bad.
It's really bad.
But at least you kind of know what you're doing. Like Home Improvement is just like running around. Like it's like Jurassic Park for the Genesis, but without like the fun bits.
Yeah, you can't check your instruction manual to see if figure anything out.
Yeah, it's a very bad game. That's it. I feel like we aced it, except for we didn't get
Perfect
any of
Dark.
the episode numbers. Oh yeah, Perfect Dark. I forgot about that.
Yep.
But that's fine.
We only missed one. It's pretty good.
Game doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
That's the only quiz I have.
All right.
Thank you, Ross. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Ross. Very good.
I can see Tyler's paler has totally improved. Your quiz has revived him.
Quiz has revived me.
He is ready to go. He looks like Angel coming out of the hell portal.
Yep. Sweaty and gasping and very confused.
And ready to fuck again. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I have 2 more questions for you. First question. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be? I have to enjoy this because next week I'm going to have your sickness and you're going to be fine. The tables are going to be turned. So I have to enjoy this while I have
I'm
it.
trying to keep distance away from you. I'm trying to help.
I know. It's no use. It's no use. Our heavy makeout session before we started certainly does
And I was
not
like,
help.
oh, by the way, I'm sick.
That's a joke, pervert Ron.
Don't think I haven't thought about that when I made that kissing reference before.
If you were to give this game a beard, Tyler, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would give it, because I had to go with the military beard since it's naval.
Do those exist?
And like a bad military beard. I
bad-
have to go way back. I have to go back to the Civil War.
mutton chops?
Probably.
Yeah.
I assume he has a beard, so I'd have to go with the beard of Nathan Bedford Forrest.
Oh, the Klansman.
Yeah.
Who Forrest Gump was named after.
Yep.
Why?
Because I guess it did some good in its day, but ultimately I feel like the
Wait.
memory of this game.
Let's clarify that statement.
Well, I think Nathan Bedford Forrest was a quality soldier, from my understanding. Like he was a decorated soldier, but just a garbage, awful shit person.
Okay. Hated music.
Hated music. Yes, none of it. Just the trumpets.
Tyler, if you would give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. What kind of glasses would you give it?
I would give it the glasses of what's his first name? First name Tecumseh Sherman, who
Who
also
burned down Atlanta?
Burned down Atlanta. Salted the earth.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I can't remember his first name either.
Just
Sherman.
and I can remember Tecumseh as his middle name. So
Tecumseh was his middle name?
Tecumseh was his middle name.
Huh. So why? Why his glasses?
Same reason.
Just on that kick?
Just
Civil War kick?
that Civil War kick.
All right. Okay. Do you guys remember when Super Battleship burned down Atlanta?
Yep. You remember when Super Battlefield started the KKK?
No, maybe. Allegedly.
Allegedly it started the KKK. Well, even though I'm sick, I'm gonna walk over here and unlock this cabinet, pull out.
No, Tyler, don't.
I have
Tyler,
to.
don't.
I have to.
Please.
I must.
You're too weak.
Well, it might kill me, but I have
It
to.
will kill you.
I have to.
I guarantee you it will kill you.
Yeah. Well,
Don't do it.
then may it take me now. Randomly, I have a chance either live or die. Live by the randomizer, die by the randomizer.
There's your next tattoo.
Yeah. Pull up my bat signed by Donnie Jeffcoat.
Yeah.
Put that out.
If you get that tattoo, I will get. I will get. It has to be in a prominent place though. Like it has to be like on your arm or something. Live by the randomizer, die by the randomizer. If you get that, I will get honk tattoos on my knuckles. HONK on each hand. The other day I was thinking about like Goose Game tattoos, and I was like, that would be like the best fucking Goose Game tattoo you could possibly ever have. Just honk honk on each hand.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
Honk free or die trying, right? I don't know. That's not a saying at all.
I'm gonna spin around and mutter the prayer that we must pray.
Please.
No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Stop.
54.
Ooh, man.
54. Let me give you a hint. Oh, actually, first of all, what letter do you think it is? 54.
Bees.
All right, nailed it. This game is probably very, very close to Bebe's Kids in title.
Battletoads.
Try again, fart knocker.
You very rarely insult me so directly. I don't know.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, fuck.
Fart knocker was I was trying to help you
man,
out.
you're right.
But I could tell that I cut you so
You
deeply
did. It was just like,
that you didn't. Yeah.
man. Cut me in my third grade hole.
No, I did not. No, for the record, I'd like to say I did not cut Tyler in his third grade hole.
Have we not done Beavis and Butthead?
We did for the Genesis with Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins. We have not done it for the SNES.
Okay. I guess we have to do it again.
It's a different game.
Oh, is it really? Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Makes me feel a little better.
Yep, it's a different game.
Okay.
Same story. I've played this game before. It's the same.
Okay.
You got to get to the Guar concert. Every fucking, like, in the Game Gear version, you got to get to the Guar concert. Genesis version, got to get to the Guar concert. SNES, guess what? You got to get to the Guar concert. Same premise, different game.
3DO version.
Doesn't exist.
Masturbate in your mom's panties.
I feel like that was every 3DO game.
Steal. You have to go ask the innocent kid for a pair of his mom's panties, and then you have to convince the kid to get them for you.
That's Beavis and Blake.
Beavis and Blake, thank you. Yes. Did you get the panties for him? I did.
All right, Beavis and Butthead.
All right.
I'm excited.
Is that all it is? Just Beavis and Butthead? It's not, there's no subtitle.
As far as I know, it's just Beavis and butt hyphen head. He's like Spider-Man. That hyphen is important.
Boothede. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Sorry, I'm sicky boy.
It's been a long time since we've done an episode where one of us has been sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the first time I've been sick in a while.
It's true.
All right, so thanks for listening. We're going to be Beavis and Butthead.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the show on YouTube, Stitcher,
iTunes. Sometimes.
We're working on that Spotify game. We got a plan.
We do have a plan. I think that's going to happen pretty soon.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I was looking into it, what we talked about the other night. I think it just is a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be. Like I thought it was just going to be, yep, and we're done, and it isn't. It is not that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's going to happen.
Okay.
It's just been a busy weekend for Davy Poo.
It
So
it definitely has.
I looked at it on Saturday, and it was like Saturday was like my recovery day between crazy ass Friday and crazy ass Sunday. And like I was looking into it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get us on Spotify today. And I sat down at the computer and I like did a couple steps, and then Henry knocked on my door and was like, "Daddy," and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna do this some other time," because it's like if he's looking for me knocking on my door, then it's like, all right, got to take a break. I'm getting this on Spotify. Got to spend time. Got to spend time with the boy.
Yeah.
So
as you should.
And then I fell asleep at 8:00.
Yep. So. I believe it. I was woken up after 6 hours of sleep by Artsy AJ climbing into the bedroom window.
What?
I didn't expect anybody to come home, so I locked. I locked the screen door because it was rattling in the storm. So she couldn't get in when she came home to get something. So instead, she checked all the windows, found my bedroom window unlocked, and proceeded to climb into it.
I've climbed in. I remember being in high school and climbing into my window.
Scared the shit out of me. So I said, "Hello, Tyler? Why are you home? I live here. Why are you in the window?"
You know that little bit of rain that we drove through? Mm-hmm. I say little bit of rain.
That lot of bit of rain?
A lot of bit of rain.
Hours of rain?
It destroyed Clarksville. We rolled into Clarksville on Sunday, and it was like, why are all the trees lying down on the ground?
They're sleeping.
Yeah, sleepy babies, trees. Yeah, it wrecked it, man. I was surprised because I was like, is this like from that rain?
Man, yeah. Guess we missed the bulk of it then.
Mm-hmm. We were lucky. We were fortunate.
We were fortunate. It only knocked out part of my steering system.
Yeah, several times.
Yep. But hey, you want to send something to the show so I don't talk about bullshit mobile games I play? You can send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky, 42002.
Dude, I'm going to check out Good Pizza, Great Pizza, like, on the way home.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be, no.
It's hard to play while you drive.
Whatever. I've heard that before. Look, how do you think I beat Final Fantasy Tactics Advance? Red lights, man.
We're on TADPOG_podcast on Instagram and on Twitter. Mm-hmm. We got that TADPOG. I'm trying to do more on the TADPOG Facebook group.
Yeah, dude. You've been
trying to post like some cleaner memes that you could show on your normal feed, but then that dank shit, that's in TADPOG Nation.
Yeah. And we got the wholesome shit on the Discord.
Yep.
bit.ly/TADPOG Discord. We'll get you an invite. There's also dirty shit on there too. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. What else? Anything else?
I stream on Twitch on Sundays, 8:30 Central. If you want to hang out, I plan on being there this upcoming Sunday playing Beavis and Butthead for the Super Nintendo. And we'll see if it's as good as I remember. Probably is not.
You remember it being very good?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I remember playing it and being like, okay, this kind of reminds me of the Game Gear version more so than the Genesis version. Because the Genesis version had like some kind of like adventure game kind of elements to it. Remember, like you had to find like the burger or whatever in the in like the dumpster and shit like that.
Oh, okay. And the password.
The password.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think there's anything like that in the Super Nintendo version. I think it's much more of a straightforward, I'd say platformer, but I don't think there's actually a lot of platforming. I think you just move from left to right and try to avoid things.
Okay.
I think there's, what was it? Couch fishing? I think that's in there too.
Okay. Sounds good.
Classic.
Let's see. If you want to call us, 270-883-2555. And most importantly, get that Patreon shit.
Yeah, we do. Man, we have had some recent activity on Patreon, and I'd like to thank some people for that stuff. That's really, really awesome. Let's see. I would like to thank a new donor, Tony Wildy.
All right.
Tony, thank you.
Thank you.
And he didn't just come in with the requisite dollar.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Ah, rare
I know.
boy.
I know. A good boy. Thank you, Tony. And I'd also like to thank Josh Cornely. Sorry, I probably am not saying your last name correctly, but I do appreciate your generous increase. Thank you very much. That's
Hell yeah.
very, very awesome of you. You can, if you made it at this point, Tyler needs medicine. Obviously, he's very sick. You've heard him snot the whole episode. Mm-hmm. He's fading before me right now, as if he has
Back to the Future picture.
Yeah, it totally is like that, and it's like the only way we're going to be able to save him is if we can build a time traveling DeLorean, and we can only do it with your support.
Find where I got sick and make me not go there.
Exactly. Yeah. It was probably Atlanta. Is my guess. So if you'd like to help us go back in time and stop us from going to Atlanta, go to patreon.com/tadpog and give us $1.
Well, and our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. Link to that chat from other shows at tadpog.com.
Yes. Before we close it out, I do want to thank our executive producers.
Oh, please.
These are the people on Patreon who go above and beyond and donate way, way, way more than we deserve. God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Grim 1383, Daniel Abernathy, and Platinum member Brett Miller.
So Lord Grim Fandango.
Yes, Lord Grim. So that's final.
I say it. Lord Grim Fandango.
Lord Grim Fandango. That's Grim's title.
How you want to close this out, Dave?
Let's close it out as our favorite battleship.
Okay. So until next time.
Tropical Capricorn. Were you the Arizona? Submarine. I gotcha. I was old Ironsides.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic. Right?
Yeah.
Classic. You brought all the Civil War stuff, so I had to that's where my mind was.
The USS Constitution.
So the Constitution got renamed, right?
I thought Constitution was nicknamed Old Ironsides.
Oh, okay, so it's the same ship.
Same ship. I believe.
All right. We'll consult Trivial Pursuit once this is over.
Sounds good.
Tyler, I love you. Feel better.
Thank you. I love you too. All right, my apologies for the herky-jerky nature that will be this episode. Just because
you're sick.
We're not gonna miss an episode. So
No. And let's be honest, you're not sick enough to miss this. I mean, let's be real.
Now, if I was super sick, you'd just sit us up at my bedside or on my deathbed and we'd record.
That is true. Tyler. Tyler, wake up. Please wake up and finish recording this episode.
You fucking dick. It's not over yet.
Come on, man.